Dollar per mile, $6.85, 6 miles on this one. It's gonna be a no for me. 19. So if you're a new Doordash driver, we're gonna give you a little bit of education on what it means to be a good driver and not just a driver. You know, a little bit of order selection, education. We got $28.45, 12 miles. So this order is at least paying 2-to-1 miles to money ratio. It's 3 items: alcohol at Snooks and a pickup at New China. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's going a little bit too far for me. I'm not saying it's a bad order, because I don't think that one's bad. You know, we've most definitely seen a lot worse. I mean, just the order we seen right before that was exponentially worse. But let's see, we on until 6:30, maybe even 7 o'clock. Let's see what come in next, because if the orders are looking like that, that's a sign that it's not looking too bad. We may be able to get some reasonable miles to money ratio, but the thing is, you just gotta be patient sometimes. All right, so next up we got $6.45, 4.3 miles. I'm gonna say no. The reason is because it's KFC and it's not paying 3-to-1 miles to money ratio. You know, when I deal with KFC, I at least need 3-to-1 miles to money. Now, if I'm being completely honest with you, I don't even really try to take the order unless it's paying a flat rate of $20 or higher. That's just me. Situationally, I might feel a little daring, feel like taking a little bit of risk. I might take a $15 KFC or a $15 Popeyes, but the miles can't be crazy high. So for me, that's gonna be a decline right there. That's 3 orders though in a short amount of time. It says right there at the bottom of my screen, zone offer wait time is 1 to 6 minutes. Seems like it's pretty accurate today, but that's just today. You know, other days that thing be saying something that don't be lining up. All right, what's this? All right, so order number 4. I wonder how many orders we gonna get before we take one. Well, this is number 4 right here. We got $16.25 for 10 miles. One thing I've noticed is it seems like DoorDash is sending more offers right now while you're moving. I don't really mind either way, but it's just kind of, you know, if you're moving through your zone, they seem to send you more orders, the algorithm. The moment I get to stopping, the orders seem to stop. I don't know if they actively seeing like, oh, this person is moving within the zone but not on the order. Maybe we can convince him to take this right here. $5.27 for 1.9 miles at McDonald's. Gas has been going down, guys. It really has. We was at a high of $4.99. I think I seen it as low as $4.09. So that's like almost a $4 off of the highs of the gas in my zone. Let me know what the gas price is in your zone, and if it's getting a little bit more reasonable. But I'm still not taking $5 orders in the car. And at least gas got to go down a whole nother dollar for me to take a $5 order in the car, because $4 a gallon is still a little bit too high for me. So therefore, the customers that don't tip, you know, more than $4, I'm really not even trying to do their orders at all, if I'm being honest with you. I'm trying to leave them alone. We got a Snooks right over here. We got a McDonald's right here. Let me pull over just in case they send me an order. But again, I feel like moving and grooving, they sending me more offers. Look at that. Y'all saw that? The freaking map just zoomed in. Crazy. Y'all saw that? All right, so we got $9.87 for miles. This ain't a bad offer, but the thing is, it's really borderline. It's 2-to-1 miles to money ratio. So I mean, hey, this is really no different than the $5 order if you think about it. The $5 order going 2 miles is giving you pretty much the same miles to money ratio. You making the same amount of profit. The other one had less miles, so it might be a better order. Like, considering gas mileage, gas prices, miles to money ratio, that $5 order actually might be better than this one, because you're gonna get it done quicker. You're making less money, but you're getting it done quicker, and the miles is less. So, you know, maybe I don't know. I'm hesitant to say that maybe I should have took that one, but I'm gonna stick with my principles. You know, we're not doing $5 orders. We want to do something a little bit better. If I'm not mistaken, that's order number 6 right there. Order number 6 in this short little drive that I just took over here from my last order I dropped off. Let's see if they got something reasonable out there. The time, the zone offer wait time just changed. Maybe that's why the map zoomed in a little bit. It said 1 to 6 minutes. Now it's giving us 1 to 5 minutes. I just dropped off an order. I was on my way back to the little area. I figured, you know what, let me just record what orders come through on my phone, so we can have a little bit of an understanding on what order selection means when it comes to these apps, specifically talking about food delivery. Because I mean, hey, I get it. You ordering McDonald's, you probably ain't ordered nothing but $20 worth of food. Doordash probably charge you about $32. And then after the taxes and the tip, even though your tip is low, you probably paid about $40. I get it. But that's why customers like you probably shouldn't order DoorDash if you ordering $20 worth of McDonald's and you're only leaving a $2 tip. You probably shouldn't even order DoorDash. You might be better off just going up there and getting it. You know what I'm saying? But this is the world we live in. Ain't nothing you can do about it. I'm parked right here by Papa John's. They sent me a Papa John. They sent me a couple Papa John's, actually. So I know that they pretty busy over there. And I see right now, as I'm looking, that white car that's sitting right there, that is a DoorDash driver for sure, because we all park our cars right in front of it like that. Showing you guys a few of the orders they sent me earlier while we waiting on our next one to come through. We got $6.50 for one item at Snooks. 5.3 miles on the mileage, though. So for me, not only is this a decline because it's a shopping order, and the pay is too low. You know, I'm trying to sugarcoat it, trying to make it sound nice, but if you shopping for a customer, they should be tipping you good. The base pay on this is at least $4, might even be $5, depending on how many declines. But that means you got a customer who then requested you to shop for an item, and they only want to tip $1 or $2. That's not acceptable. You know, it just ain't. And on top of it, they got the nerve to be 5 miles away. Like, if you're gonna order, and it's got to be shopping, and you only got $1 to the tip, at least live closer. If you don't live closer, I mean, listen, you might have to just wait for that item. This order right here, I did. $10, 2.7 miles, 8 items. Now, I'm getting more money than the amount of items they asking for, so that's the first thing that's good. The mileage is low compared to the payout, so that's also good. And it's already getting us over that $8 level that we like to be at for shopping orders, no matter what. Base pay on this was probably like $4 or $5, and they tip like either $5 or $6. Either way, this is the kind of order you want to do on shopping. But this one ain't too bad either. $9.75, 4.8 miles. It's some round trip on that. It's some round trip. This ain't that bad. Let's see what this order is that's ringing right now. All right, so we got $5. This is crazy. I literally was just looking at shopping orders, and they sent us this one as a perfect example. $5.25, 4.7 miles. You click that little arrow right there, you can see what the customer ordered. This customer ordered some Frito Scoops corn chips. Listen, I get it. I get it. Them mugs is fire. They go good with some salsa, with some cheese dip. I understand, but what I need you to understand, customer, is yo no tip order is not getting picked up with haste. Because you wasn't in no haste to put no tip on that. You needed them chips so bad, right? Well, guess what? You might have to wait a little bit longer for them because your order is trash. Man, folks be getting so mad in my comment section when I make these videos just declining orders. Listen, it's not my fault. If it was up to me, I'd take more orders than I decline. I promise you I would. But you got to have a certain level of baseline profitability, and 90% of the orders that DoorDash sends you on any given day gonna be below that threshold you need them to be at for you to be a profitable driver, actually be making money instead of being out here driving around for free. Who want to do that? Not me, that's for sure. So I sit here and I decline these orders until I get one that's worth my time, that's reasonable, that's functional, right? Not only because I want to make money, but because I want to be delivering to customers that respect and appreciate what we do out here. Because it's not hard work, but at the end of the day, somebody got to do it. And if they got to do it, you want them to be doing it the right way. And they got to be getting paid right to do it right. That's how it works, y'all. Ain't no other way to do it. And while we waiting on them to send me that next order, let's continue with looking at the ones they sent me already. Bow! Look at that. You got your first upside down order. $7, 8.5 miles at New China. This order is just bad. No matter how you slice it. This could be 100% base pay on this order. Either way it go, the customer lived too far and not tipping enough, or not tipping at all, or just don't need to be ordering Chinese food from at this point, because when you this far away, you are literally too far. It's simple as that. You too far. You need to tip $10, y'all. It's very, very simple. Tip $10 and you ain't getting no food. Oh my God. I forgot I even screenshotted this one. Is so bad. $4.60 to literally go from one zone to the next. 12-mile delivery distance. That's a 25-mile round trip. Woo! Imagine driving 25 miles in a whole hour. Because you're going to get there. You're going to wait. They're going to finally give it to you. Then you're going to head off on your 12-mile journey. Right? Hopefully you can switch zones when you get down. Or this is not great. This is the reason why Doordash stay making money, because as long as orders like this go through on their platform, they've already solidified their profits, their service fees, their delivery fee. They got all of that. But what's not happening is the driver getting paid. And what ends up happening is whoever do take this order is because they desperate. Either they trying to keep Top Dasher, Pro Shopper. I'm talking about old program. They trying to keep that tier system. They trying to keep platinum, trying to keep gold, keep silver, whatever. But that's how Doordash manipulates people into taking these orders, because these orders shouldn't be taken. They really shouldn't even be placed, but they most definitely shouldn't be taken. I think an order about to come through. My phone just did the zoom in again, and the time just changed down there from 1 to 5 minutes to 1 to 6 minutes. So I think that means that the algorithm is gearing up to send one my way. Oh Lord Jesus, what is this? We got $15.10 for 15.4 miles. Boy, these customers done lost their mind. They done lost their mind, y'all. This order is so bad. Now, I know that both orders go to the same customer. I get that. But good God, they ain't getting them orders from me. Oh, man. Even if I was going up that way, I'd just say, you know what? I quit for the night, because they is tripping. What made them decide to order from all the way down here and from all the way up there? That's absolutely crazy. We ain't delivering to them. Woo! Lord Jesus. Look at this Popeyes order. We got $3.20, 3.7 miles. Somebody done lost their mind. See? What I tell you. I tried to tell you about those Popeyes orders. Anytime Popeyes is involved in the equation, you need to up your price of business. You got to, because look at this. $9.90, 8.8 miles, Popeyes and New China? Yeah, right. Stop playing with me. You ain't getting no Popeyes. You ain't getting none. Look at this. That ain't even 10. Oh my God. $9.93. All them orders you done seen. Only one good one. So that tells you that right there. It's not like it's an even playing field when it comes to good orders versus bad orders. It's most definitely more bad orders than it is good ones out there. But you know what I'm here to tell you? Even though you're going to see a lot of bad orders, still be patient. Look for orders that meet your criteria, your miles to money ratio, your cash flow, the merchants you like to pick up on, the ones that's not blacklisted. Focus on those. Because this is what they just sent me right here. Check it out. We got $10.20, 10.4 miles. 1-to-1 miles to money ratio on the pizza pickup order. Now, I'm not saying don't take this. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I can't take it. I can't make no money on this. Driving them 10 miles and hoping and praying to get another order, that's a recipe for disaster. So I'd advise you to avoid that. The order they sent me right after that, $7.95, 8.2 miles, another upside down order. Not surprised at all whatsoever. And you know what? After all that turmoil, after all that suffering, after all that trial and tribulation, we finally got one. $11 1 mile, 7 items at Walgreens. And these are the kind of orders you want to do. I'm going to keep repeating myself. If you want to make over $30 an hour, this is the way to do it. I make most of my money on shopping orders. Now, I'll probably do an even split, but on average, when you look at the course of a whole month. But for the most part, I'm making most of my money on shopping orders, guys. Why? Because not only do you get a higher base pay, right? Not only are you shopping for an individual who has 9 times out of 10 requested these items because they really need them. And we only talking about the orders that meet your parameters. You know, $11 1 mile. This obviously has a good tip on it. They have taken care of me. I don't mind taking care of them. And I try to keep the item count lower than the payout. It don't always work out like that, but keeping those different things in place helps me stay profitable on orders. And as you can see right here, it wasn't even a lot on there. What you got? A little bit of ice cream, a little bit of toothpaste. You know what I'm saying? Scan that real quick. Bow, you up out of there. We grabbed the toothpaste first. After we grabbed that toothpaste, what else we get? We ended up sliding over and grabbing some of the little snacks. They got a couple bags of cereal on there. You know, some melatonin gummies. Got to make sure them kids get to sleep. I get it. I make sure my kids got a full jar of melatonin gummies at all times. Stop playing with me. Because I know how them kids be. Boy, you about to go to sleep. And we ain't about to be here all night either. Straight up. So I get it. These are the kind of orders you want to take. And before you leave me and before I leave you, let me share one more with you. We got this one right after. We got a $7.50 tip on that one. As soon as that one was done, they sent me this one, $8.75. 5 items. This one did have a bottle of wine on it, so it's an alcohol order. We did have to do a little bit of ID verification, but at the expense of getting something worse, I said, let me go ahead and take this. It's hitting 9 out of 10 of the check boxes I need for this to be a good order. Let me go ahead and knock it out. Ended up being a bottle of wine. Grab my ID, have it ready, boom. We good to go. I'm in and out of Walgreens just as fast as I accepted the dang order. They had some Sour Punch straws, some Barefoot Moscato, some Mott apple juice. What they get? Some I think they had some ice cream on there too, if I'm not mistaken. But at the end of the day, I was in and out. The lady at the checkout couldn't even believe I had got back so fast. Yes, because I make sure that my miles to money ratio on every order is low, especially the shopping orders. Keep the profits high, keep the miles low, and I'll be right back ready to go. And that's pretty much it, y'all. Make sure you're taking the best of the best orders, deliver to the best customers. Try to keep your miles low if you can. But if you have to, take you a $28 going 12 miles. At least you still getting paid a good miles to money ratio. And if you can put together a plan to get you an order down in that next area, then it ain't all bad. You know what I'm saying? Look, that's all I got. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching this video and all the other videos on this channel. And if you ain't got enough, watch another video, because most of y'all my videos is tailored into helping you get more money, more quicker, with less stress on the Doordash app. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out.